Hello everyone, happy holidays. This is your 12-month forecast for 2020. Can you believe it? We are already at the end of 2019. It is 1 week away, and then we will be in an entirely new decade. And I know I've said this in all of the life path readings as well, but whew, this is a big change for us. We're moving into not only a new year, a new month, but a new decade, a new passage of time. And that is going to be huge for everyone, not just if you're here. That's going to be huge for everyone. So really be prepared for that. Anywho, this is your 12-month for this is your 12-month forecast for the next year, and I want you guys to be ready and prepared for what's coming. So hopefully this reading gives you a little bit of insight for what to expect. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this slightly differently than I would usually, where I would shuffle cards, pull them, and then read them. We're going to shuffle and pull all your cards first, and then go back and read them as a whole. Okay, so we are going to start with each quarter. So what is the overall energy facing us, facing those who are here and connected and who are meant to receive this message? And if you're here, you are probably meant to receive this message. And just so you know, I appreciate you. I'm so grateful to have you here. I'm so grateful for your support of this channel. I'm actually going to lower the music a little. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it very well. And I actually feel like I had to talk over it. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully you can still hear that. It is Vivaldi's Winter Movement, first movement in Winter in his Four Seasons suites. I've been listening to a lot of Vivaldi this last week. I am really not sure why. It just popped up on Spotify one day, and my brain was like, you like this, listen to it every day now. So that's what this last week has been, okay? And of course, as always, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your support and for liking the channel. I'll pull your cards so I can stop rambling so much. So what is the overall energy for the first quarter of 2020 for those who are here, who are connected, whose higher selves, whose spiritual guides and ancestors have led them here? What can they hope for the first quarter of 2020, please? And thank you. Big bold vision. What can they hope for the second quarter of 2020? What can they hope for the second quarter of 2020? So we're starting the year out very positive. What can they hope for the second quarter of 2020? We got a jumper. Follow your own rhythm. All right. What can they hope for the third quarter of 2020? For those who are here receiving this message, what can they hope for the third quarter of 2020? July, August, September. What can they hope for the third quarter of 2020, please? Sounds a little bit conscious connections, okay. And for the final quarter of 2020, for those who are here to receive this message, those who are connected, what can they know for the final quarter of 2020 as they close out this new year? What can they learn, or what do they need to be aware of? What is the energy surrounding them for the fourth quarter of 2020, please? Please and thank you. She feels, she knows. Okay, so there's a lot of intuitive energy coming for you in this coming year. So let's see what your 12-month forecast is. So this is going to be a card for each month, okay? So we are looking for January through December. What is our 12-month forecast? And we're going to pull them all successively, so I won't be shuffling in between, don't worry. We won't spend all day here watching me shuffle. So for those who are here, those who are connected, what is the energy that they might expect or hope to face or just need to be aware of? What do they need to know? What is the energy surrounding each month in 2020? For those who are here, what is their 12-month forecast for each month in 2020, please? What is their 12-month forecast for each month in 2020, please? All right, we have January. New beginnings. New careers, new endeavors, new ideas. February, Four of Wands, maybe some weddings, some marriages, maybe some just some increased stability. February, March, Knight of Swords, new goals, being called towards creating change. April, strength. So let's see. Do it that way. April, strength. May, Knight of Pentacles, so some huge abundance coming for some of you, maybe a little bit of overwhelming. June, the stars, some wishes coming true. July, Eight of Swords, okay, so maybe you feel stuck. August, Eight of Pentacles, wow, so we're moving into some eights. July, August, September, sorry guys, the Tower, wow. So actually in last year's 12-month forecast, the Tower was also in September, which is kind of crazy. October, Four of Pentacles, so maybe taking back something you've given. November, the Hierophant. And December, Nine of Swords. Okay, so this year's journey starts off very promising. It does start off with like new beginnings, maybe a new career, maybe you're trying to learn something new, you're pursuing something, maybe you're going to get a message of a new career, a new business. You're making that bold big move in January, or it's starting in January, and it's moving you towards a very positive quarter for that 3 months. So then we have in February the Four of Wands. So we have someone who is coming into stability. There may be some fertile energy. Some of you may be getting married. That may be what your big bold vision is about. You're just feeling, I feel, called towards achieving something, because then we have the Knight of Swords in March. So after, I guess, this new beginning, and after getting more stable and steady and like knowing what you want to do and more balanced and more organized, then we have this Knight of Swords. So it's like now you're ready to really take charge and really go after something, and it's something that's going to bring you some enlightenment. It's something that maybe has been on your mind for a bit, and now you're really going after it. There may be some creative endeavors happening. It may be a logical thing, like some of you may be writing, some of you may be like doing computer programming, doing like running your own business, and you're just kind of in the beginning of that. So you haven't quite gotten really into the business itself, but you are starting and you see the direction you need to go in by March. Okay, so then we have the second quarter, which is guided by follow your rhythm. So with follow your rhythm, it's all about like doing things your own way. It's a very full energy, like tarot full, not like you're moron full. Follow your own energy, follow your own rhythm, like do things in your own way, dance to your own music, and don't let anybody else tell you that like doing that for yourself is somehow wrong. You're going to need strength in April. So you're probably going to be dealing with someone who, whatever it is that you decided to embark on in January, and whatever it is you really got your hands into by March, you're going to need some strength to keep pushing forward, because people may not, because you got to follow your own rhythm, there may be someone out there who doesn't like your rhythm, okay? So people may not be as supportive as you'd like them to be, and this is telling you to kind of stand in your own power during April. Like really, really don't let anybody else push you down, and also don't let yourself. Like this is strength internally and in the face of external things, but also like don't let your own thoughts slow you down or stop you. Because when you push through April, we get to May, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And so that means there's a lot of abundance going through. Some of you may be like really coming into a lot of financial abundance, or you have a lot of new ideas, a lot of creative ideas, a lot of things that you want to do to really change your financial standing or change the way your life is kind of set up. So in May, be careful of letting abundance overwhelm you, but also accept that, like be open to it, be open to the abundance, be open to prosperity, be open to new beautiful things coming into your life and actively going after them. You may be hoping for something that's going to come to you, but it's going to come slowly. It's not going to come like in March. Something's going to happen quicker. Whatever that idea is, whatever it is you get your hands really deeper into, whatever it is you feel guided towards, that revelation is going to come a little bit quickly. But then by May, things might slow down a little bit. You might feel like you have to wait, and you might feel a little bit impatient, but really try to keep pushing through that and keep pushing forward, because then in June you get the hope card. It says, hold on to hope. I call it the wish card, and that's just kind of what I feel. You wish upon a star, right? So like I feel like the star is the card of wishes coming true, or wishes being made and granted. So really, really, whatever's going on in May, keep that energy moving forward. Keep that strength that you developed in April, because in June, something's going to happen. It could be a wish coming true. It could be like something you've been hoping for a while, something you've been building towards, praying for. It's going to come to you in June, or you're going to see signs of it in June, right? And you may struggle in the coming months dealing with the change, because I do feel like this feels like a very drastic shift in the first half of the year to the second half of the year. Just looking at the whole spread, it feels like something happens in June, a wish comes true, and that changes everything. So then we have the third quarter for you, which is conscious connection. So this is about the people in your life. This is about the interactions you choose to engage in, and how you choose to like speak to people, deal with people. And then so we have in July, 8 of Swords. So this is like a sense of being trapped. So you might feel like, and it's a sense of being trapped while not being trapped. Okay, so with the 8 of Swords, it's that energy that like you can get out of this if you wanted to. There's something that you're doing that's holding you back in July, and you're going to really have to push through, really push through the self-doubt I'm feeling, the questioning, push through anybody who's trying to tear you down, who's making you feel this way. There may be someone in your life who's making you feel like this wish that you have, you don't deserve it. Or there may be something in you, like a subconscious thought or programming of some sort telling you that you don't deserve this wish, you don't deserve this positivity, you don't deserve this healing. And so you're going to really have to struggle. You might be struggling with that in July. Okay, so really be careful, be aware of that. In August, you also have the 8. So I feel like July and August are going to be you reestablishing something after this thing that happened in June, after the wish that comes through the first half of the year. You're going to be like rebuilding, essentially, maybe rebuilding your life. And this is all coming before the Tower in September, but you are already on that path of rebuilding something. You will need to take some time in August to really just kind of slow down and think about where you want to go, and really make a plan and make a goal, and like study and learn and understand. And I do sometimes, this card is like, be careful of being too much of a hermit, be careful of going too inward. But I do feel like in August, that is what you really need to do, is go inward and get organized. It is the 8th month, and you also have an 8 card, so it's all about really getting organized, getting balanced, really disciplining yourself, really standing in your own power, and disciplining your mind away from that self-doubt and that negativity, because in September something is going to fall. When the Tower falls, I know a lot of people are very frightened of the Tower, but when the Tower falls, it can be devastating, but it can also be refreshing, because now you have a clean slate. Things are like, something has to fall apart for something good to happen, okay? Because after September, in October, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So that is generally the message of either you're holding on too tightly to something that you need to let go of. But because it comes after the Tower, I feel like this is saying to hold on to what's left. Whatever's left after the fall, after the Tower, after all of this negativity that you may have experienced in September, or all the, like, just whatever fell apart, there's going to be something of it's like a clearing away. There's going to be something unearthed, a treasure, and this is telling you to really hold on to that treasure that you found after you cleared away all the rest of the mess, after you got rid of whatever it is that was making you feel trapped and stuck, after you dug deep and tried to understand it and really prepared yourself. Because if you're watching this video, you have time to prepare yourself. This is September. This is 9 months away. And so you really take that time to prepare yourself, especially in August, for this tower. And then once the smoke is cleared away, once the dust is cleared away, you come up with something that you can kind of hold on to, and really be careful of someone else trying to take that from you, because she feels she knows speaks to a strong intuition. It speaks to alignment. And also some of you may be coming into some really serious balance and maybe even romantic love. I'm not getting a lot of romantic vibes from this reading, sorry, but I do feel that 22 represents couples, it represents balance, it represents connection. It also represents the life path number 22, which is my life path number, the master, what is it? I think it's master builder. That may be, yeah, I think master builder is 22-4. And that means you just know how to create the life that you need. Your instincts, your intuition are like very strong. So if you know in October that there's something to hold on to, then go for it. Hold on to it. And be careful by November, because someone may try to teach you or guide you or lead you into what they want you to have, or whether they want you to live. They may try to get their hands on whatever it is that you were holding so close to you in October. They come in with an offer. They come in saying, hey, I can take that $3,000 you just made this year for the first time in your own business, and I can triple it for you if you just invested in this shady thing. So really, really just be careful of someone like coming along with something that's too good to be true. Also, it may be like an older person coming into your life who tries to exert some control over you, and you may feel some anxiety like at the end of the year. And don't worry, this is not, we're going to keep going and see some more stuff, don't worry. But by December, there may be some anxiety for you. There may be some feeling of being trapped. Whoever this person was, if they were able to get their hooks in you, then I feel like that's why you end up here, because someone maybe you trusted, or someone you thought could teach you or could guide you, kind of took control of the situation. And so you might end up feeling like you're stuck somewhere that you don't really want to be. It could also be just a fear issue for you, where it's like you want to be out, but there's a part of you that's just still dealing with this Eight of Swords energy. There's a part of you that's still in pain from this tower in experience. And so there's just this thing that's like, at the end of the year, keeping you up, keeping you from sleeping. It's maybe causing you to have stress nightmares. It's giving you insomnia. It's just in your head all the time, and like increasing this anxiety about your life essentially. So really be aware of that. We are going to pull some more cards and see if we can get a little bit more information about the coming year, about each month. So I would like to see what the emotional energy is for each month. So this is the energy just kind of surrounding you. Or the energy surrounding you, the energy you'll be facing and dealing with that you need to be aware of for the next 12 months. For those individuals who are here to receive this reading, please give us information on their emotional energy, their emotional status for the next 12 months, please. And, whoa, chill out, everybody. Next 12 months, please. Alright, we got January. So the 5 of Wands, so it's a preparation. Emotionally, you're like kind of girding your loins, essentially. You're like preparing for a battle. You're preparing for this new year. And that makes sense, especially with the energy of maybe a new career or a new beginning, a new task, a new creative endeavor, whatever this big bold vision is for you that's coming, that you're excited about this year. It's like you're emotionally trying to steel yourself for these changes, okay? And then you have the Chariot. So some of you may be moving, you may be getting married and moving into a new house. You may be literally traveling somewhere that's going to bring you a lot more stability, a lot more comfort in your life. So February, there may be some travel for some of you, but emotionally, you are feeling like you're moving forward, okay? So there's this positive, like, I'm moving forward, I'm taking care of my goals, I'm taking care of myself, and it's all going to be okay. Even if it's not necessarily very fast, it's going to be okay. We're leaving some stuff behind, right? So then March, we have the Ten of Coins. So again, with that Knight of Swords energy where you were like feeling gung-ho about something, then you have this very positive kind of joy. Like there's just abundance in March. Like it's just like, woo, I feel good. I'm making more money. I'm either just married or like just found this stable thing and I know where I'm going. Like, so it's very, very positive. Okay, so let's see what you got in April. Nine of Swords. So again, with the strength energy, that makes a lot of sense because Nine of Swords is telling me that like there's a lack of trust there. There's some anxiety again. There's this feeling that there's something that's big and bad and that's going to come and like take away something. And when I see this particular Nine of Swords, because this is a bunny, I always feel like whatever it is that you're anxious about, it's probably not as big as you feel it is. It's probably not as scary as you think it is, but it is something that's going to make you need to rely on strength because you are feeling that anxiety. So let's see, April, May. Queen of Wands. Okay, so with this Knight of Pentacles, which is like very abundant, positive energy of like moving towards something, even if it's kind of slow, you also have this emotion of just taking care of things, like taking care of business, being in control, being the motherly type. Otherwise, you may find yourself just feeling like someone around you is giving you that nurturing care, like someone around you is there to like love you and take care of you. It could be, like I said, someone outside of you, but it could also just be you feeling loving and nurturing and caring and offering things. And like, you're really just going to be feeling the sweets of the universe. You're going to be receiving, these beautiful, bountiful kind of gifts from the universe, and that's beautiful. Again, be careful of not letting it overwhelm you, but you are going to be feeling that bounty, and that's lovely. So let's see what you got for June. Knight of Swords. So again, there's this sense of direction, this moving forward, but also I feel an energy of going into battle. I feel this energy of like having to really, really take charge, essentially. And emotionally, I think that's where you are in June. You're just like, okay, I made my wish, I've set my goals, my wish is coming true, and it's time for me to move forward and take charge and make this really happen. Okay, so let's see what we have in July. Judgment. Okay, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense with this Eight of Swords. It's like this feeling of being trapped, of having to go in circles over and over and find your way out. With this particular card, Judgment usually has to do with like being called to do something, but in this particular card, I always get the sense that you're like trapped in a maze and you're really, really trying to find your way out. You're asking for help even, but it's just kind of a struggle. And so you may be dealing with like, maybe depression, or maybe just not feeling sure where to go. Maybe, like I said, your wish did come true and you felt for sure, you were like, I know what I have to do. And then the next month something happened where you were like, oh wait, did I make the right choice? Did I do the right thing? If I really, really take charge and that shift happens now, am I really actually ready for this? Did I actually want this? Is this really what I was looking for? And so there's like a lot of, I feel, almost like confusion there. So let's see what you have in August. You have the Star. Okay, so you're back to focusing on your wish. You're like I said, in August, you're going to be slowing down, taking stock, really learning and reassessing and like really trying to understand what went wrong or what you need. And so you're back to focusing on your wish. You're back to focusing on your goal. You have a lot of hope in August. So that's a beautiful thing. September. We have the Ace of Swords. So there may be some cutting words. There may be a heartbreak. There may be a breakup even. So with the swords, there's cutting. There's the image of like cutting someone off or like cutting ties, cutting cords. Okay. So there may be like that may be the Tower for you, and maybe just a breakup, and it's going to be on your mind a lot. This particular card comes with the message of being careful of your own words. Saying things that hurt other people will only end up hurting yourself in the long run, because spiritually we're all connected. So like hurting other people is going to hurt you. So really be aware of your words, because that may lead you to that Tower moment. If that's not something you want, it's really important to be aware of how you're treating people. Okay, so then we have October, and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so it's like a new start. It's like, I feel like, for, like I said, be careful with your words, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is a decision you're making to say, okay, you know what, I'm done, I'm cutting that off. Whatever it was that was leaving me in that Eight of Swords energy, I realized that it wasn't right for me. I studied, I tried to understand myself and my needs, and now it's time to let that whole tower fall down and to just stick with what is important to me and hold my passions close. So in both of these images, these people are holding something very close to their chest. They're holding it tightly, okay? And this is, I always feel this like little salamander represents passion. I always feel like he represents energy and goals and love. So like you're just really holding on tightly to your love, to your abundance, to your passion. In October, after what happened in September, okay? So then we have the Hierophant in November and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this Hierophant may be an older person. I did say it may be someone who wants to take advantage of you, but with the Ten of Cups, you may feel very positive there. I would, again, be careful, because we have a 5 right here in the image, and 5 tends to, in tarot, tends to represent strife or struggle, or like needing to deal with a battle of some sort. So really be careful there, because emotionally you're very abundant, emotionally you're very loving, you're very open, you're very giving to this person, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. But like I said, be careful of someone who may be trying to take advantage. Sorry, you can't even see that. Be careful of someone who may be trying to take advantage of you and of this positive emotion that you have towards them, okay? But I do think that in November, you're going to be emotionally bountiful, emotionally open and loving, okay? So let's see, December, you're emotional. The Hanging Man, that also makes a lot of sense. With this Nine of Swords, like I said, you're feeling a lot of anxiety. You're probably up all night thinking about something. You're probably feeling a little bit like stuck in a situation that either you want to get out of and can't, or can't see a way out. I shouldn't say you can't. There is a way out. You just can't see your way out. Or it's a situation where you just are waiting for an outcome. And so that's why it's keeping you up all night, because with this Hanging Man, it's essentially like your head is just focusing on this situation, but also trying to like deal with your everyday mundane life. And it's just like, oh, I want an answer, I want an answer, I want an answer. And so like there's just this anxiety, this tension, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing, because in November you do have this very positive energy, and throughout this entire year I do think you kind of keep your head about you. You keep your emotional like you're going through an emotional journey. It's not always going to be perfect and positive, but I do think in general you keep your head about you. And whatever it is in December that you're anxious about, I feel like this is just something that you're just waiting for. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're like, oh, can it hurry up? And I mean, that's just kind of how you're going to end this year. And it could be a big, beautiful thing, because it's something you know is coming. It's something you know internally is coming. You've been preparing for it since the beginning. You've been preparing for it, and despite anything that may not have gone well, I think you have been making choices towards whatever it is you're waiting for by the end of the year, okay? So let's see what is going on in your home and finances. What is the deal concerning the home and finances in 2020 for those who come to receive this message? For those who are here to receive this message, what energy is surrounding them concerning their home and their finances for the next 12 months? For those who come to receive this message, what energy is surrounding them concerning their finances for the next 12 months? There we go. We have January. So January, the world. Oh, so you may be moving, some of you. You may just be getting out of like a comfort zone. You may just be realizing that the world is available to you. So some of you, since this is like a physical energy, some of you may be physically traveling. You may be seeing other parts of the world. You may be preparing to travel since you did get the emotional preparation. So you may just be preparing to travel, but you're ready and you're open to connecting with the world. Okay, so let's see what you got in February. The Tower. Oh, interesting. So some of you, like I said, may be dealing with a marriage, but or you may be moving, but something has to go first. You could lose a job and get a new job that's more stable and more positive. You could lose a relationship and meet someone that you're going to end up marrying in the future. You could it's just something that has to be let go in your physical life, okay? So be aware of that. February. March, King of Cups. So someone may be bringing love to you. You also have that very abundant energy, so that's like someone who's very loving, someone who's very peaceful, very calm, very very calm, peaceful, in charge of things. So I think March, after whatever tower you deal with in February, and I feel like this is a very light tower. Just because your base energies are so positive, I do feel like whatever that is that's being let go, it's like, yeah, I know. Like, it's just part of the vision, part of the plan, gotta let it go. And then King of Cups, you're gonna be a lot more stable and positive and joyful. You may even meet someone in March. You may, like I said, have broken up because you want to get married and the person you were with just, wasn't feeling it. And then you meet someone in March who's like everything that you expected, right? So let's see what you got in April. Seven of Wands. Yeah, so there's a need to defend something. Like I was saying earlier, some of you are going to need to stand up for yourself, and that's what I was saying with strength. And with Seven of Wands, that's almost exactly what it means. It's like defend yourself, defend what's important, defend what you believe in, and don't let other people tear you down just because they don't agree with you or just because they see the world in a different way. You know the right path, okay? So even if people don't like the choice that you're making, whatever, this is your choice, and trust your choice and have strength in your choice, and know that whatever emotionally, even though it feels like everyone's coming down on you, they can't change your path. Only you can, right? So let's see what we have in May. Two of Coins. So yeah, there's this very abundant energy in May. And with twos, it also represents choice. Like I said, it can represent positivity. It can represent partnership, but here I feel like it represents a choice for you to make. So there is something you're going to have to choose between that's going to lead you to this wish in June. And I think this is probably where it all really starts to change, to shift into the second half of the year. So then we have June, Ten of Wands. Yeah, so it's like you make this wish and you're ready to go and fight that battle, but it also adds more weight to you. There's going to be more burdens, more responsibilities, more for you to do, more for you to have to face. And that's probably what leads you into this Eight of Swords energy, because it's like, yeah, my wish came true, but now I have like for example, say you wanted to start a business, and you did start a business very in the beginning of January, and it started to get better, but maybe it went a little bit questionable, but then it got better again. Now you have to defend it because people are like questioning whether or not you're able to do it. You have to make a choice whether or not you want to continue. You may decide to continue. Whatever it is your wish is, whatever it is you feel gung-ho for, you continue. But that means now you have a whole business to run. Now you have extra taxes. Now you have employees. Now you have responsibilities to clients. Now you have so many extra tasks and responsibilities on you. And then within a month of that, you're just like, how do I fix this? How do I make this neater? How do I make this better? Who do I meet? And I do feel like part of your answer there is going to be meeting the right people. It's going to be talking to the right people. But let's see what we have. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. Anxiety. Just like you are going to be feeling like, I have so much work to do. And you know what? That isn't, it doesn't sound, easy, but honestly, if you're trying to run a business, it's never going to be easy. It's never going to be the most fun experience. It's going to be something that you're doing because it's fulfilling for you, because it speaks to your soul, because you're meant to be doing it. And you are going to reassess in August. You're going to be like, all right, this was too hard. the way I was doing it was too hard. It was really hard to figure out how to get out of there, how to make it better. But I can do this. I'm not giving up yet. So in the eight of coins energy here and the star, you're like, I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. I'm gonna learn more. I'm gonna understand this more. Yes, it caused me a lot of stress and anxiety. Yes, July was a tough month for me, but it's not. I'm not done. I'm not, I can't quit. And then you have the Valet of Coins, a new beginning financially. So it's like you reassessing everything, and physically your business or your life or whatever, it's going to, and this doesn't have to be about a business. It could be about romance. It could be about anything. Apply it as you see fit. This is a general reading, and if you'd like a personal one, then you're going to have to message me. Apply it as you see fit. But Valet of Coins, it's like this beginning, this new financial start, this new kind of energy of like, okay, I made some mistakes, but I'm still learning. I'm still understanding. The valets are generally young energy. They're learning energy. They're still youthful and learning, and that makes a lot of sense coming with the Eight of Coins, which is also a learning, studying energy. So yeah, you're like still learning. This is new, but it's you haven't given up. Whatever stressed you out in July, you're like, all right, well, let me just reassess. I still have hope. I still have positive energy. Things are going to look up, and things do physically look up for you. So then we have September, the Hanged Man. So there's more waiting energy. So we have the Tower that's popped up twice so far, in February and in September, in obviously different rights. But I just want to keep that in mind, that there will be some downfalls this year, but overall, I do think you are very steadfast. I think you are kind of like pushing through and staying strong, right? And making the right choices for yourself. So then we have some more waiting energy. Whatever falls apart, again, it's like something I feel most of you wanted to fall apart. Most of you needed it to fall apart, and you're just kind of waiting to see what's left. And then whatever's left, you're going to hold nicely tight too. So then we have October, the Hierophant. So you know he's coming, or she or they, if it's a person. But whatever this lesson is, it's coming. It may even present itself to you in October, and you may just be kind of all about that person or all about that Hierophant energy in November, okay? But it's probably physically going to manifest or show up in October, whoever that Hierophant is. And we have the Fool, so we got you taking a leap of faith. We got you going, all right, yeah, so you know what? I know I said to be careful of someone taking advantage, but I'm not feeling that energy. I'm feeling that this is a lesson you're very happy about. Again, be aware, be careful. That should just be in the back of your mind. But whatever this is, you're very happy about it, and you're ready to take that leap. You've gone through this whole year. You've planned. You've studied. You've had some backtracks or some downfalls, and you rose from the ashes. You rose from the rubble of the tower twice, and you're moving forward. And then this Hierophant shows up, and you're like, yes, you're exactly what I've been waiting for. I'm so in love. I'm so ready. It doesn't have to be romantic love, but there's an energy of love, right? Like my heart is so full and I'm so ready and I'm gonna take this leap, and you do. Okay, so then we have December, the King of Wands. That is in your physical energy. So you're waiting for something, you're anxious about something, but you know that whatever it is, it's something that is going to just improve everything. Like, and I don't mean like everything, like there's no cure-all for anything, but it's like you're gonna feel more balanced, you're gonna feel more powerful, you're gonna feel like you're strong, you're gonna know what you're doing, maybe your business is going to be more mature now. If it is a business, whatever it is you've been working towards, it's gonna have a very mature energy, because the King of Wands is like old, and like he's got this very long beard of wisdom. And so it's like you're wiser now, you know now. And what you're waiting for is this change. It could even be someone coming in and investing in your business, but it's something you're waiting for. And it's very, very positive. So that's beautiful. That is your physical energy. Let's see what your message of support is for each month. And I'm just going to read the cards and maybe give a little bit about them, but they're pretty self-explanatory, these cards. So let's see what you have for the next 12 months. Your message of support from the universe. What is the message of support from the universe for those who are here to receive it, who are here to receive these messages? whose higher selves and spiritual guides and ancestors and angels have brought them here to receive this message at any time in the year. What can they expect in the way of support from the universe? What should they need to know or hear for each month? There, we have January. Please and thank you. So for January, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Okay, so that's your message of support for January. In any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So January may be a very meditative time for you. It's preparation time, like I said. February, the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So you are letting something go to get close to stability. March, hope is the conduit for miracles. So you're gonna have hope just guiding you in March. April, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. You're really going to need to rely on your faith in April, especially because you are going to be defending something. You are going to need to stand up for yourself. So really trust in yourself and have faith in yourself, have faith in your goals and in your own abilities. In May, the universe has my back. So you're going to make the choice and you know that it's the right choice. Like I said, the universe is sending you all kinds of abundance. So you're just going to be very aware of that in May. June, the more energy and intention I bring into my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So in June, even though it's going to be some heavy burdens coming on you, it's going to be because you've been putting a lot of faith and intention into yourself and you can handle this. In July, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I've actually been getting this idea that this whole time in July, while you're feeling trapped, you can call for help. You can ask people. This is conscious. This quarter is governed by conscious connections. So it's you need to ask people for help. You don't separate yourself. Don't pull yourself away. Don't let fear keep you from reaching out. Okay? They might even be what guide you into being able to take the next step in August. In August we have, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So you could be seeing someone or something, but you are looking through new eyes, fresh eyes, like I said earlier. So this is kind of a confirmation of everything I've already said. September, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. Okay, so this tower moment is going to be because you moved away from fear or you broke away from something that wasn't serving you. And like I said, you were waiting to see what has to come next. October, I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Yes, unapologetic, because here's the thing, with this 4 of coins and this Ace of Wands, like I said earlier, it's you're holding something very tightly to you because it's something you believe in. It's someone or something you believe in, and whoever this Hierophant is that may be coming into your life or whatever it is, that is also something you focus on and trust. And you know what? You don't have to apologize to anybody because you know what's right for you. November, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. That goes right in with that Fool energy, right? You're just listen, I trust that I'm being guided in the right way. This Hierophant, this teacher, I am open, my heart is open, and I trust that we're going where we need to go, and I am taking that leap. And then December, when I think I have surrendered, I surrender more. So yeah, you are waiting, you're surrendering, you're trying to let things happen the way they need to happen without controlling the situation. And that is going to bring you into the next year, I think, with something that you've been waiting for a while. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card to see what your transitional energy is into 2021. What energy will we take with us into 2021? For those who have come to receive this message, who connect and resonated with it, who are here through the end, what energy are they taking with them into the year 2021, into January 2021? What energy is going into the next year after 2020. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. In the world, not of the world. Okay, so you guys are going to be doing some very spiritual transformation. I know I didn't say a lot about the spirit. I spoke a lot about like business and stuff, but I do feel that a lot of you are going through a spiritual transformation, and by the end of the year you're going to realize that even though you're in the world, what you are doing is beyond the mundane, it is beyond the earthly, and it is something that you were spiritually guided to do, and it is going to refresh you. Do you see how she's coming out of this water? It's like a rebirth for you. This whole year has been a process of rebirth for you, okay? And that is so beautiful. Thank you all so very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share if you wanna. And thank you. And you know, if you guys want me to have a better camera with better sound and better visuals, then get a reading or buy a t-shirt or check out my Etsy shop. Support the channel because this is not monetized. Everything I do on this channel is for free. It is of my own time and my own energy. All the cards and everything were either given to me or purchased by me. So there's no money coming in to buy a new camera. So if you guys want to see a new camera in the next year, then hit your girl up. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Please remember always, 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 always that I love you. I hope this next year brings you so much abundance, so much beauty, so much change and growth and healing and trust and confidence in yourself. That is what you deserve. That is what everyone deserves. And I will see you next year. Again, remember always that I love you. Bye.